We've ditched our van for this little red canoe, and we will be spending 3 days completely off-grid canoe camping on the Glenelg River over 40 kilometers all the way through to the South Australia border, with only this paper map to guide us. We have very little, if any, experience with canoe camping, so we made a pretty last-minute purchase of all the things we thought we might need along the way.
We leave for this canoe trip on Friday, and our stuff still hasn't arrived yet.
It was cheap and we have no idea if any of it will actually work, but we're trying to stay hopeful because we have no idea what we're doing. Maybe this was a bad idea. If you've been here for a while, then you know we're used to camping in our van, which includes a comfy foam mattress, space for our clothes, our little kitchen, fridge, and toilet. But this week, that all goes out the window.
Oh, there was a frog this morning under our tent.
Got snacks in my pouch. A bunch of water just got into the canoe.
As you can see, it's become each man for himself out here.
Jet ski zone. I didn't know I was signing up for this.
On a small plastic bathtub in the middle of a national park, surrounded by animals with no phone reception.
But first, we need to wait for our supplies to arrive, if they ever do, figure out our sleeping arrangements, and make the 5-hour drive to the other side of the state so this journey can begin.
So we bought this tent from an op shop. So our goal right now is to see if this thing even has all of its parts. $8, that's a great deal. Now I remember why we bought it.
Hopefully it works.
We also got the cheapest sleeping mattresses that you can get from Bunnings. So we're gonna test these out and do a review on them as well.
We have no idea what we're doing. Maybe this was a bad idea. There's so many flies on this.
Does that have a floor on it?
Can you shake it off? Don't!
I think it's good.
Don't! Doug! Seriously. Shake it good.
This isn't a tent. This isn't a tent. It's just the cover that goes over it.
We paid $8 for everything but the tent.
I haven't been tenting in years, but I can set a tent up. And these poles are for like a gazebo, you know what I mean? Like they go on the ground like that. They're not for a tent. We just bought a bag of someone's tenting leftovers.
And now we have about a week and a half to find a new one for as cheap as possible.
Fail. One pile.
Tent fail.
Tent fail. Alex, one of our dear subscribers and best friends, can we borrow your tent for this challenge, please? The rest of you will find out whether or not he lent us the tent when we get to the actual body of the video, I guess, on the first night.
And if he says no, you can all make him feel like crap in the comments.
Also, if any of the subscribers out there want a tent cover with no tent and a bag of poles, just let us know.
Surprise, we're doing a giveaway. a tent cover and guide poles.
A bag of useless crap.
You better not let any bugs in our tent, or else you're getting kicked out. What? I need a zipper, I need a fly screen,
You need a whole van.
I need an astronaut suit. Don't worry, guys. I got this, okay? Have a little faith, okay? I might be scared of bugs, but I'm still getting out here and I'm still doing things and I'm still getting out of my comfort zone, okay? That's more than a lot of people can say. So you can laugh at me all you want in the comments, but I'm making myself proud and that's all that matters. Oh, good pick on this tent.
Thank you.
You've done a really good job helping prep for this series.
Thank you, thank you.
I keep checking the delivery status like every 5 seconds. And I feel like as soon as we drive away, it's going to be like, your parcel has been delivered. And we're going to be so annoyed if we have to turn around, if we even have time to turn around. I don't know.
And we have no idea of the quality that we've ordered. It's an internet order. You want to be able to hold it first. It's starting to get a bit nerve-wracking.
We had a couple of free days, so we came out free camping, but we made sure that we stayed in areas that were like an hour or so from home, just so that we could pick up our parcel of all our canoe stuff. We just got the notification, so we are heading home to pick it up. We stayed at a campsite last night. It was all right. Doug just did a cold plunge. Now we are going to pick up our parcel.
Back to Melbourne, and then back out.
And then we're back on the road, and we don't have to go back home for an 80th time.
Finally, we have our stuff, but it's meant to be 2 packages, and this says 1 of 1, so let's take it back to the apartment and check it out.
So I thought this was this long clothesline, and it's not. What is this? It's basically a bracelet. So I don't know what we'll be able to use this for. I thought it'd been a good clothesline to dry things with. It's just a bracelet. I mean, to be fair, I don't really check dimensions when I'm buying these things, and that's on me because it's like $1. Oh, these wet bags don't seem very waterproof. Oh no. But is it waterproof? That's what I'm looking at.
No, absolutely not. I mean, no air's getting out. It's water resistant. If we tip the canoe, it's going to float.
Yeah.
And we have time to save our stuff before it fills with water. I don't even know if this is waterproof.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah?
I think it is. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, nice.
All right, guys.
And it will float.
Hey!
It'll do. Cool.
Open it.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that is perfect. Nice. That's really cool. That's really cool. What are you wearing?
Awesome little packable hat. I love it. I'm obsessed. Oh, and did we mention that Alex let us borrow his tent? Thanks, Alex. And because it's YouTube and we filmed multiple videos at once, I'm going to fill you in on what happened next in case you missed our last couple of videos. So after going through what was actually usable in our package, we drove back out to the Yarra Ranges, camped at a spot we hated, spent way too much time searching for a non-existent creek, left as soon as possible, went chasing waterfalls, had a delicious breakfast in Marysville, drove 5 hours across the entire state of Victoria, where we thought we were heading straight into a bushfire, false alarm, to arrive at a gorgeous beachfront campsite, and that's where we pick you up for the rest of the story.
It's $10 a night.
Tomorrow kicks off the start of a 3-day adventure that we have never done before, and truthfully, I'm a little nervous, don't tell Doug. And just enjoy a relaxing night before the madness begins. We're gonna set up this tent, or try to. At least we got beautiful views. Now, Alex said this was supposed to be easy, so if it's not, I'm coming for you, Alex.
I want a refund, Alex, if this isn't easy. Tenting, huh? Tenting. Like normies.
Oh, whose idea was this?
Tenting.
Alright, we're gonna time this. 47 seconds.
You don't need to call out the time. Yes, queen.
What?
Oh, that's the lock thing, yeah.
So big. 2 minutes and 41 seconds so far. Alex, what? It's too tall. Look right. Up more, not
I don't want this.
because it's a rain cover though. Like this now. Yes. Wait, where are the windows?
The window over here.
Okay.
Just go there like that.
7 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that.
Pretty good for our
That's
first
pretty
time.
good.
For our first time.
Let's see if we can get it better. Oh, see, we're gonna time it each night. These are blackout curtains.
Yeah. There's plenty of room.
Okay, let me see. So dark.
Oh,
But it's tall in here.
no. Yeah.
Wow.
This would be good.
The mold.
Yeah, a bit of mold, that's alright. You get that on the big tents. Cool, I'm happy with that. Okay, we can use this. It is a tent. Wish us luck.
Careful. What do you need? What do you need?
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. He just clipped his hands in the
Hey,
tent.
watch out for the foldy thing.
Oh my god.
What are we doing with this trip next week? We're gonna leave this
This paradise.
paradise for this. This bag of mold. Not that we don't love it, Alex.
What is that? What are you? Oh, okay. There's things on here. Oh, I don't like that.
I honestly think we're lucky to have it. You know, because it is so easy to set up, especially once you know how to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't no van, but it's all part of the adventure.
How easy is it to pack up?
Oh, always the best. So windy, you know, when the wind gets caught in your hair and your hair's wet, especially when you have short hair, it like just freezes the back of your skull when the wind is blasted. Oh, that's good though.
We're feeling a lot better knowing we have a proper tent to sleep in for this challenge, but the nerves and excitement are peaking.
3 days down the river in a canoe. Let's go! Woo!
We left our van behind and jumped into this canoe with very little prep time and are about to spend 3 days off-grid exploring the Lower Glenelg National Park. We have over 40 kilometers to tackle, which we quickly learned was a lot for 2 rookies. It's burning my arm to hold this camera up right now.
I was born in pain. I will die in pain. No, we're glampers and van princesses.
And let's just say we really got thrown into the deep end of this experience on day 1. There was a lot of trial and error. A bunch of water just got into the canoe.
We need to keep things charging as well. Gonna be a real challenge.
Something tells me this is gonna be a lot harder than we thought. One thing for sure, we underestimated big time just how much this trip would take out of us. We had a relaxing night at a beachfront camp spot yesterday, but today we are making a dash over to pick up our canoe. Little did we know we would end up changing the meeting spot to make it easier to get our van at the end of the trip, so we arrived later than anticipated, which gave us very little time to properly organize and pack up our things, so the start of this trip is already feeling a little hectic.
We're on some backcountry road on the way to pick up our canoe. There's wallabies darting out on the road in front of us. It's a 100-kilometer road, and there's 4 four-wheel drives that are in a big rush to get where they're going. So it's a great way to wake up.
Who needs coffee when you got roads like this? One of the 4-wheel drives just passed us. They couldn't wait. We're going too slow for them, apparently. Off he goes. The camera can't focus because there's so many dead bugs on the screen. My hay fever is really bad today, if you couldn't tell. So I'm gonna need to pack a lot of tissues on this trip. I'm hoping that by the time we get the ball rolling, my hay fever clears up and the blue skies come out to play and this day turns around, because right now, this is not the vibe. We've just arrived to pick up our canoe. This river is way bigger than I was expecting. It's like a real river. It's like a real national river.
It's massive.
We have like 5 seconds to get our stuff into the owner's car so he can drive us to the start. So we still have to like put all our clothes in backpacks, so we're kind of rushing. I don't want to forget anything because we're rushing, but I have a feeling we're going to. And my nose is still running, so it's crunch time. Doug thinks that the tent's going to be too big to fit in the canoe, so it's a big one. We're just going to have enough room.
Well, we can move our food into one of these barrels. I haven't warmed up since the cold plunge this morning. I've actually had like shivers all morning. It's just not a very warm day, so I haven't been able to recover from that, but it was worth it.
We're saying goodbye.
That was it. 15 minutes of packing and we're done.
15 minutes?
15 minutes, it felt like. 20 minutes. Hopefully not too long.
I'm not much help right now, but just letting them set everything up. I'm getting nervous and my nose won't stop running.
Okay, we're here at Moleside Campground. Now, I'll take you through the entire experience because it was quite rushed this morning, and that is on us. We were set up in our van for van camping, and we met Chris pretty much right on time at Donovan's, where we'll be finishing our journey. He is lovely. He was patient for us because we got to empty out everything that we needed, and he actually provided us with these circular tubs that fit in the canoe longwise or widthwise, so you can maximize on space. Then he drove us down here to Moleside, gave us a map, showed us how the river works, what side to drive on, explained to us the signage and the portages of how to pull the canoe up to the side. And because he was running a little bit late because of us, he's like, I gotta go and get my next clients. Do you have any questions? We're like, nah, all good. We are ready to start our 3-day adventure down the river. Jamie, how you feeling, man?
I don't know if we are ready. As a complete newbie to doing something like this, I feel like he has prepared us as much as he possibly can. And right as we pulled up, a kangaroo jumped by, so that was cute. But my nose won't stop running, and I only have 1 pack of tissues to last me until it decides it wants to stop. So I'm still in my pajamas, okay? I need to change. It's hot out. I'm in sweatpants. I'm not prepared. Let's get this canoe in the water. He said to get it in the water before you pack it. And I was about to pack this whole thing up and drag it down to the river. So I'm a complete newbie to this, okay, people? And there's kangaroo poop everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm having nervous poos going on.
Alright, after about, I'd say, an hour of setting up, we are ready to head down to the first jetty, see how we go in the very first canoe camp. Good to go. It just took us a minute to sort out exactly where we want everything, plus we need to keep things charging as well, which is going to be a real challenge. But, oh, Jamie's hay fever has not gone away. Gotten worse, actually. So, wish us luck. Let's go.
Safety first. I'm freaking out. Why are we doing this? Why are we? Are you in?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm not okay. Oh, which way do we go?
We go left.
When he dropped us off, he's like, oh, you'll be well gone by the time I come back with the next crew. He just got back.
We had to rush to go. There's all of our stuff, all of our tech, all of our sleeping bags, all in this canoe.
Oh my god, why are we leaning? It's beautiful.
It's gonna take Jamie a minute to settle in.
I'm not okay. It's just gonna be me. Like, we should have used the wide angle lens because it's literally just closed up on my face. We're gonna turn. We're gonna capsize.
Oh, all right.
We're not. So we are currently canoeing 5 kilometers or next campsite. This is not where we're sleeping tonight. It's just the first one. So we can kind of like come to terms with the fact that we are doing this. See how we're doing once we get to the first 5Ks. Then maybe regroup, check if we have our better lens so you can see more of the landscape and not just my face. 12:13 in the afternoon. We've been paddling for 3 days now. It's been about 15 minutes and I'm already eating my first snack.
Well, let's run through the list of things we forgot.
So far, we forgot. Hold on, there's a tree here. Hold on.
I got it.
It's a big tree. Look at that. It almost floated right into it. We forgot the large roll of toilet paper. We forgot our drinks. We have water, but we had drinks. Like, we wanted to have some drinks around the fire. Doug forgot his sunglasses and we forgot sunscreen. And I made us sandwiches this morning at the beach campsite and they're sitting in the fridge in the van. So that was our lunch. We charged all our batteries, but for some reason they were dead when we got here, so we are currently trying to charge them on the solar. We wanted to go into this with everything fully charged, and now we're 2 batteries down. So far, things are not going to plan.
We're never going to go to plan, but yeah, there's a, what do they call it? Drop shock. Yeah, I see it.
Turn! Another branch.
We're experiencing, get out of the way, Jamie. We're experiencing drop shock, I think.
We're 5 minutes in and Doug's already talking about tapping out tomorrow.
Oh my god, the other canoers are catching up to us.
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Go. Go, go, go. We can't let them show us up.
They're gonna pass us, it's okay. And paddle, long, no, you're going through short strokes. Right.
There's these birds that you'll find around Victoria called purple swamp hens. We see them a lot when we go down to Phillip Island, but there is a lot on this river. So far we've seen like 5. I'm wondering how many we'll see today. And honestly, we've only seen 1 other canoe since we've been out here. It's been amazing.
I wish we had a Jamison right now.
I don't. I'm happy that you are sober while steering this thing.
Oh, drunken sailor, yo ho, yo ho.
Honestly, the videos on YouTube definitely make this look way more majestic than it is. When we went canoeing for my birthday that one year, it was amazing. We had so much fun. It's like an hour on the river and then we went back to camp.
Yeah.
And this is like, I feel like I have to earn my camp spot. I have to earn my enjoyment around the fire tonight. I can't just rock up and just enjoy the campsite. I have to earn it every day through blood, sweat, tears, and possible capsization.
We're not going to capsize.
Capsization?
We cannot capsize.
Okay, now get us this side. Oh my god, that was hard.
There you go.
Hi!
Learning the hard way.
It looks so majestic doing it.
We just left Moleside picnic area. We've made it to the first stop, Wild Dogs Bend. Took us about an hour. And we've got to make our way all the way down here to George's Rest. Okay, I clearly have no idea how to read this map. These 10-kilometer marks aren't the distance between the campsites. It's the speed limit of the boats down the campsite. Exactly 18.5 kilometers. So far we have made it about 3K. So I think we've got a lot of paddling ahead of us.
It's hot. We're currently experiencing a little bit of wind. It's coming upstream, so we are fighting it. Well, Doug is doing most of the fighting. But it's making this 18 kilometers feel like it's 50. It is so pretty. We've seen some cool birds already. Like, I don't even know what that bird was. It just was a big belly bird. Its wingspan was so big. But obviously the camera's never going to do it justice, so sorry. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I can't believe we're literally canoeing to South Australia.
That's wild.
Like, I wonder if there's gonna be a sign that says welcome to South Australia. I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. Well, too damn bad.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
Keep digging! We started to find our groove as the wildlife came out to play. It was beautiful, and we really thought this trip was going to be a breeze. Little did we know, things were about to get a lot harder for us. I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but there's a koala in the tree. I almost missed it. He's way out there. Oh, he's up there. Snoozing. He's snoozing. How did I see that?
I don't know. Well done.
That is amazing. Wow. Oh, that's what makes coming out here so special. Like, we've seen so many birds just take off and land, and we've just been chilling in the nature of it. Once we actually got our pace going and we've settled into steering the canoe, it's been so nice. And that, all ready to see one 2 hours in. Crazy. They're so hard to spot.
They blended so good.
Really?
Is that another one? Let's get closer.
I see the like, yeah, oh my god, I think it is.
There's so many koalas snuggled up in a little ball in the corner of the tree, but 2 koalas in a row. This is amazing. There he is, that ball. Day 1 so far, we've seen 9 purple swamp hens and 2 koalas.
Safaring down the Lower Glen River. Don't mind if I do.
Glenelg River.
We're glampers and van princesses. We don't like heights. We don't like spiders. It's only been 2 hours of work. It's nothing. Like, if I was hanging plaster for 2 hours, it wouldn't even be time for a snack yet. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yet here we are. All right, well, this ain't plastering, baby. Buckle up. Dude.
Stop. Please stop, Hannah.
We were trying to make a sharp turn. A bunch of water just got into the canoe. All over our sleeping bags. That's great. Soaking wet sleeping bags tonight. Night 1.
My ass has gone absolutely numb, and the way that I've been trying to steer this is by keeping my head on a fixed point and pointing the nose of the canoe at it every 2 or 3 strokes like this. And after doing that for 2 hours, the back of my neck is on fire and my shoulders are on fire. So I'm actually very happy when the sun goes behind the clouds. It's a nice little breeze. It is stinking hot with the sun belting down on this river.
My hay fever is still going. My arms are burnt. A jetty. It's like Christmas when we see these jetties.
It's another name ticked off the map.
Yeah, we haven't seen one for ages, so I feel so much better. So we're hoping that we can get to camp before the sun goes down. I'm aiming for 4 p.m.
I think we will now. That jetty's given me some motivation, much needed motivation.
I feel so awkward, like passing people on their boats and waving with tissues in my nose.
We're going by so slowly.
We're going so slow. But all in all, hold on, let me take this out so you guys can't take me seriously. It is a lot more challenging than I expected. I think it's a lot further than I expected. And I thought you'd do like an hour or 2 a day.
No.
It's like a good like 5 hours minimum each day. And it is beautiful, it really is. But I just feel like the physical exertion takes away from some of the beauty.
I think we sat here for a straight hour not talking.
Just rowing, not talking, which is nice. Like you're shutting off, you're unplugging, but it's pain.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very pretty and it's just us and it's great quality time. But for that hour, all I could think about was pick a tree, aim at the tree, don't think about your burning shoulders.
It's a mental game out here, okay? It's a mental game.
My whole body is on fire, on absolute fire.
Yeah.
We just made a big push. We want to get to camp by 4:30 and just in my head, the jetty was around this next bend.
It's not. It's burning my arm to hold this camera up right now.
The road to cover my arms, but my legs have like 4-degree burn on them.
Surely it has to be around this next bend. I'm losing steam very quickly. Sleeping on the ground is gonna feel like luxury when we get out of this canoe. Sitting here for 5 hours, like at first I'm like, ooh, this is nice back support. It wears off quick, okay?
Bro, give me economy seating on a plane.
We haven't seen any more koalas and we've seen 13 purple swan head.
I honestly haven't been looking. I have just been focusing on getting
Yeah, well, I know. That's why I say we haven't seen them, but we also haven't been looking because we've been too busy trying to muster up the strength to push forward.
One more.
It is 3:40 p.m. We've just passed another jetty. When we see the jetties, it just lifts our spirits because the struggle out here, okay? The struggle out here. Our solar blanket just fell in the water, so that happened. It's still working. It's charging my phone right now. According to the map, we are around 4K from camp, and we are hoping to get there by 4:30. Well, I am. Doug is just hoping we get there by sunset. The guide, he told us people usually average about 4K every hour. So I think we're going slower than average, but we're really gonna give this last hour a push and see if we can get to camp by 4:30. Give me a let's go.
Let's go.
One more hour, one more hour. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I'm gonna say this for the whole hour.
Okay.
Just keep swimming, 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 swimming. Is it motivating you?
Oh, it's motivating me, all right. Motivated me to do something dark.
Wow. Just keep swimming. I'm tired.
Keep digging.
All right, guys. We will see you at camp. This episode is brought to you by the sun. That's definitely it. That's definitely a jetty. Before 4:30, it's 4:26. Let's go. 4:26. Let's go. Let's go. We got 4 minutes. I've never been so happy to see a deck of wood. We've made it to campsite number 1 for night 1. My body is hurting. Doug's pulling the canoe ashore so we can unpack and settle in and get this tent set up. So let's see how long this takes us.
Guys, we have finally made it to camp. Oh my god. It's a circular patch, which is fine. It's all we need. It's got some flat ground to set up our tent. Let's see if we can set up the tent quicker than 7 minutes like we did yesterday. Also, we dropped the solar charger in the water and haven't been able to get it to charge again. So I think Jamie is gonna fiddle with that while I set up the tent. Because we can't solar charge, we can't bring you guys these episodes.
It's begun. The madness has begun. Look what was in our gazebo box. We've been to camp for 5 minutes. We were canoeing with it.
Yep.
Alright, tent is set up and now we are testing out our camping mattresses for the first time. We got these from Bunnings. They were like the cheapest brand. They were like $22. So back to work, blowing up these mattresses. We are in our tents, blowing up our self-inflatable mattresses.
They are self-inflatable. You inflate them yourself.
These things better be comfy. And of course, the only other people that are here canoeing with us are like expert canoers. So we're just putting on a show for them. And we're both hangry. What's the Doug's rating for the bed and the pillow?
For the cheapest inflatable mattress that you can buy off the shelf at Bunnings, it's really quite good, to be honest. It's not self-inflatable, but it does not take a lot to inflate.
Ask us again in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. But so far, pretty good. I don't know how much these were off Temu. What is it?
$2.
$2. Bit of a pain in the ass to get going, but once they get going, I think we'll be alright. I've got to get out of the sun. Yeah, I think
It's bedtime. Time for some ramen.
Bro, I gotta get this sun off me. My quads. Oh my god, I am pink.
He's just hiding under there.
I've got to get this sun off me.
I need to eat. I need to eat and go to bed. I can't believe how exhausting this is. Genuinely so physically and mentally draining. I can't believe people do this for fun.
I got nothing in me. I'm like a dried up prune.
One word to describe how you feel after day one.
Dehydrated in every sense of the word. If I have to use one word, the word is dehydrated. You know SpongeBob, when he's been left out in the sun? Because my skin is all burnt, and we had like 2 bottles of water during that whole day. Dehydrated from my core to my skin. A branch just came down at camp. Luckily, no one was hurt. Jamie's alright. Other campers are alright. But that massive log just came down off that. Scary. Scary, scary.
The thing is, we were not about to drop all this money on all new gear and chairs when we have camping chairs. They're just not good to take on a canoe. So we don't have chairs, we don't have a little table, we don't have anything. We're eating on the ground tonight, and it's fine. It is what it is. We're just happy to be here, okay? And it's crazy. It's like after the first couple of hours of canoeing, like all like need for anything luxury went out the window, and all I wanted was like the basics, like the essentials, like water. I just wanted water and to like stretch my legs. I would be happy if that's all I got for the rest of the day. Like even if I had no dinner, like I just wanted the basics, and it just like my body went into like survival instinct mode. Like we just need water and that everything's good. That's all I need. I don't care about anything else. I don't need a van. I don't need a bed. I don't even care if my phone dies. I just need water. And it just amazes me how quickly your brain can just like go into that mode when it's in pain and it's dehydrated and the sun is burning your skin.
There's camp. That's how far away the toilet block is. It's just one drop toilet. What is cool about it is it's very clean in there. There's no cobwebs, which is nice. And they have rainwater, tank water, which is great. So if you need to put out fire, if you need to boil water in an emergency, there is water there.
I've also realized that I think I got burnt on my legs here too.
My God, are we keeping dinner simple tonight? Heat up in a bag and eat out of the bag. Tomato and bacon ravioli. Actually looking forward to this. Haven't had ravioli in ages. Wonderful. And Jamie's having ramen because we forgot our collapsible bowls, again in a rush to pack. But this will come with a bowl that'll be quite handy, so that's good. We might spice up dinner a bit more tomorrow night when we are more mentally ready. Jamie's cheating on me.
I'm already eating. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Dinner is finished. We're back at camp for the end of day one, and now it's time for the DJ debrief.
I think we're delirious.
Yes, our legs are burnt,
Yeah.
and we're delirious.
I'm very proud of us considering that we didn't pack everything that we needed. We still got it all done. We got camp set up, we fed ourselves. We have somewhere comfy to sleep tonight,
Yeah.
which is, I think we've done great.
I'm sore.
Yeah.
I'm sore. My body's very sore, but I also feel proud. There were so many times where, like, mentally, it just felt like I couldn't push through. And I know some people are out there, like, it's just a canoe ride, but it's physically and mentally taxing. Like, I don't think I was prepared for the amount of time we were going to be canoeing each day.
Yeah.
At like 18 kilometers on the canoe, I thought the river was going to do a lot of the work for us.
It did not.
It was very slow. Like when we canoed on the Mari was flowing very quickly that day, so it went by so quick. This was like very like still flowing. It was beautiful.
It was.
So I don't want to take away from that, but it was just very physically taxing. And I just don't think that I thought 18 kilometers on a canoe was going to feel like that much. And like that's really ignorant of me, probably.
Yeah, I would say so. Tomorrow we have got less kilometers through, only by one, but trust me, out here every single one matters. We have less kilometers through. We're more mentally prepared for it because
Get in the frame, dude.
tomorrow we have one less kilometer to do, which after a day like today seems like a world of difference. We're going to be more mentally prepared because we've had today. Yeah, and we'll like little things that we wished we set up in the canoe today, like bottles of water around us, covering my legs since I don't have sunscreen, at least put a towel over them. And we have less kilometers to do tomorrow in double the time. We pretty much started canoeing at midday today.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're getting up early. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna try, even though we're sunburnt and we're dehydrated to start it off. But we're gonna do our best, okay? And that's all we can really do.
We're looking forward to it.
We are in the tent. I want you to guess whose side is whose. Pajamas folded, ready for bed. Food ready for the morning. Shoes tucked away. Backpack ready. Got a box of tissues next to the bed. Then this. Messy, messy, messy. Everything's everywhere. I had to tuck his water bottle over there because it kept falling over, spilling. It's a mess. It's a goddamn mess over here.
There's a kangaroo just up the road from our camp. Up this road is the toilet block, and then he's just standing there in the middle of the road. Let's go. It's getting on the end of day one. We're gonna have some s'mores and go to bed. We will see you guys in the morning. I think we're gonna sleep like rocks.
Get back here. Good morning. We're feeling sore, but we're ready to get on the water and start ticking away at the Ks for today. We have 17.2 Ks to go until our campsite for tonight. So I'm ready. I got snacks in my pouch. I got my long sleeve bathing suit on, so I'm ready because we are so sunburned. The more the time passes, the more areas of my body I find out that I'm actually sunburned. So this is new for me.
I haven't had a full body sunburn since I was a little boy. I've had bad sunburns as a dumb teenager, but 34 full body burn, not enjoyable.
Keep saying on the road. We thought we were gonna get on the road before the other campers because we got up nice and early, 6:30, but they just left.
They had like 2 things, like a little 2-man tent. Very efficient campers, very efficient, and good on them.
Thanks for tagging along on day 1 of this canoe journey. We are heading towards our next campsite. If you are interested, in the next video, we are sunburnt and sore as we make our way towards South Australia. We've taken all the beautiful cliffs and have a very unexpected wildlife encounter as we head to campsite number 2. I can't believe we just saw that. And seeing how the rest of this canoe journey goes, and if we burn ourselves even further, you know what to do.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you know when that episode comes out, and leave a comment. Like, if you were to try this, what would be the most challenging part for you? Would it be the packing, the canoeing out in the sun for 5 hours, the sheer kilometers of it all with the wind in your face? Let us know what you think would be the most challenging.
Would it be just being on open water, or not being prepared enough and being super dehydrated because all your water was packed away? I mean, a lot of this is user error, but hopefully today I'm feeling a little bit more confident today.
We have our skin covered, we have water on hand, we have our map.
Off to South Australia we go! We're spending 3 days off-grid on the Glenelg River, and everything we will need to get by had to fit into this little red canoe, including all of our filming gear. And as 2 rookies, this was a challenge in itself. Doug forgot his sunglasses and we forgot sunscreen. A bunch of water just got into the canoe. And with only this little paper map to guide us, we're currently on day 2 of making our way down to the South Australia border. And so far, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm not okay. There's so many koalas!
Dehydrated from my core to my skin.
But our sleeping bags have dried, we've survived our first night, and we've hopefully learned from some of yesterday's mistakes. Our solar blanket just fell in the water. I think we're ready to tackle day 2 with a fresh mindset.
Good morning. After all that, we slept on the wrong side of the mattresses last night. We were that tired. They've got this like nice felt bottom. I don't think that's meant to be on the ground. Whatever, I still slept great. Also, the plan for the morning is to check everything very thoroughly because we do not want to do another 20 kilometers with a third party on the canoe.
Begun. The madness has begun. What was in our gazebo box? The Benji can't provide one. We were canoeing with it.
Think it's gonna rain today? It was a bit of rain. And it said it wouldn't rain all weekend, didn't it? Yeah. We could be in for a surprise.
Weekend. That's a frog, not a shit.
A little closer? Yeah, there he is. He just looks like a mound of dirt. It's definitely a frog.
He's like, I am frozen.
You can't hurt me if you don't know I'm here.
Sorry, I grabbed your paddle. My shoe. We've gotten a little better at packing up the canoe. We have a lot more space today. How you feeling?
Much better about how we've set it up today. It looks way more comfortable and more balanced. We had things sort of just thrown in and it was throwing us a little bit off center.
We're feeling sore, but we're ready to get on the water and start ticking away at the K's for today. So we're here, and we have to go all the way here. Day 2, let's go. It's time for takeoff. I'm not ready for this. I'm still so nervous every time we get into the water. Nerve-wracking, I don't know what. I'm so scared of deep water. It's not like I don't know how to swim. I'm freaking out, man.
I only get nervous because this is the time when you can tip it and it's packed and all of our stuff is in here. So like entry and exit are the critical times.
I get so nervous, man. It's 8:51 a.m. Call it. What time we're getting to camp?
Tonight?
Yeah.
To camp? Maybe 3?
3.
We're gonna have a much lazier day than yesterday.
We're getting to camp early. Okay. It hurts.
Oh no.
It hurts.
We're having a much lazier day than yesterday. Alright, see you at lunch, guys. You never know, we might see a mackerel bird today.
Oh yeah, so we didn't tell them. So the couple that was staying at this campsite, they told us about this duck, a mackerel, a mask duck or something. They were like, it's the wildest bird they've ever seen. And they were like, you might be lucky enough to see one. And they said you'll see it and you'll be like, what the heck is that? She like couldn't barely describe it to us. I was like, what does it look like? And so
she's like, it's just wild.
Yeah, it's just wild. I'm excited. I didn't think I would be so excited to see a bird, but here I am.
I didn't think we were going on safari. Like the amount of animals that we have seen and heard and literally lived with yesterday is a bit crazy.
We heard koalas, there was opossums like just up in the trees above us. We could watch them from our tent and it was just alive. It was so loud, like the koalas making that koala sound that's not cute. It's I obviously can't do it very well, but like
if you guys have been watching the channel for a minute, you might know of a place that we call the Moonlit. It is called the Moonlit Sanctuary. We've been there a couple of times. It felt like last night we plopped a tent in the middle of that and the rangers unlocked all the cages.
So it's been a little fun. It's been alive, okay? So it's day 2. We're sore, but spirits are a little higher. It's so calm on the water. I feel a little like sick to my stomach that I'm just out on this river on this tiny ass boat. I feel a little uneasy. I'm not going to lie. I just feel unsettled, but I think like in 20 minutes I'll feel okay again, but I'm so low to the water right now. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
We are on a small plastic bathtub in the middle of a national park, surrounded by animals with no phone reception. And only one person knows how to sort a paddle.
I know how to paddle. All right, I'll get us to camp. It is so peaceful out here this morning though. And the sun's about to peek through the clouds, so it's about to get hot, all right?
If you are going canoe camping, early starts before the wind picks up. It's just a different river.
Let's go. Back on the tripod you go so that I don't drop you into the river. Oh my God. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Oh my God, look at those waves it's causing. 2 boats just passed us. That was the first time we passed a boat that was actually moving, not fishing. That was terrifying. It created the biggest waves ever. And it's not like when we're at the beach at home, the waves come in when the boats go by, but when you're on a canoe, it's a whole different vibe that I am not here for. Okay, the whole thing was like, and they're just sailing by, having a delightful day. I was just sitting here trying to eat my banana. That was crazy. I don't know if there were any more koalas yesterday, but we just got to a point where we were just so sore that I couldn't even look for them anymore. I know that sounds so extreme, but yesterday was a survival day, as Doug just said. I don't know if you guys can hear him behind me. I am living in luxury. Like, I have a little nook right here to put my tea. We are living in luxury, okay?
Yesterday was about survival, today is about thrival.
Thrival! We were feeling a bit more mentally prepared for today after everything that happened on day one, and the morning felt so calm and peaceful. And once again, it was like someone flipped a switch and turned the wildlife on just for us. It truly felt so magical. You see it? 21. Oh my god, he's so little. You see it?
Yeah.
And there's the reeds. Oh my god, he's so little. That's the smallest one we've seen. We just saw our 21st swamp hen and it's a baby. It's so cute. I love you. I've never seen it that small with its little red beak. There's a seal. There's a seal. A seal.
What the hell is in this river?
Did you know there's seals in
I had no idea there were seals in here. Hold on to that camera tight. Because those things are playful.
Their warning call.
Oh my god. I had no idea there were seals in here.
Maybe they're eating the baby.
Maybe.
What the heck? We just saw a seal. A seal was just right in front of our canoe. I don't even know if I got footage of it. That was insane. You were like, a seal, a seal. I was like, did he just say a seal? And then I looked ahead and I saw its tail. And it just did a couple of flips and then went under and we couldn't see it. And then it was like way behind us. Yeah. Oh, I'm so scared now.
It changes the game
I'm like, oh, what's under me?
It changes the game so much.
Like, I love seals, but it's just knowing.
Get rammed by a seal.
Knowing that they're under here. Knowing that they're down there. Oh my god. What's happening today? A seal. We just saw a seal.
Jamie, you're canoeing with seals.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Camping with koalas and canoeing with seals.
Oh, I kind of have tears in my eyes. Like,
yeah.
it was right in front of us. Like,
We have been passing through some awesome cliff face gorges. It's so nice how this view, it can go from like shallow reeds to real steep and sudden edges. And when you're caught up next to one, it's just daunting how big they are and how small you feel in the middle of this massive river.
as you pass by, you can just hear the water lapping underneath them. It sounds so creepy. These Pringles are stale. They're so stale, but they taste amazing. After how many hours have we been?
3 hours, 31 swamp hens later, we've made it to McLennan's Punt. It's a beautiful little dock. We need some much needed lunch, coffee, but I have to say, today is going way better than yesterday. It's nice.
Yeah, we're actually having
Were
fun.
you bunny earsing me?
No, I was going.
Oh, did you leave any Pringles or did you literally give me one and then eat the rest?
It's just that.
As you can see, it's become each man for himself out here.
There's more Pringles.
Good, put them up. For lunch, we're keeping it incredibly simple. Tuna with bolognese sauce. Who knew I'd be eating so much pasta on this trip?
I got Mexican style tuna and beans.
Luckily, these things are super delicious, so not even mad about it. Why does packeted tuna always look like cat food? Thanks, my love. Dessert and everything. Bloody spoiled rotten. Out of everything that had to do with last night's sleep, the cheap Bunnings mattresses, all the animals that were in the wild around us, this was the thing that kept waking me up. Anytime I would roll over onto my side, I would get a sting and I'd wake up. I've got a feeling it's going to be worse tonight.
I slept pretty okay, minus the koala that kept me up, but let's jump in this river and then get back on the canoe to head to camp. Oh man, it's gonna be cold. I'm not ready for this. Are you ready?
Yeah, I have to get my legs out of the sun.
Oh god.
There's another one below it.
It's so cold.
That'll wake you up.
I'm exhausted. All right.
Back in the water. Back on the water.
Yeah.
Well needed. How you going upstream?
I'm here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, beautiful.
Went down a little way and fighting my way back up.
Yeah. All right, we are leaving McLennan's Punt from our lunch break, and we should be maybe a couple hours to camp. 1 p.m. now, so if we're hoping we can get there by 3 p.m. After a nice dip, I'm feeling nice and cool. There's a little breeze, so it's keeping me cool in the sun.
I'm feeling good. We've had a nice lunch. My arms have stopped aching, which is awesome. And yeah, 3 more hours to go. We've got everything covered up by sun, even our hands. Let's do it.
All right, we just had a look at the map, and camp is about 7 Ks from where we are now. So we're hoping we can get there in 2 hours. That would bring us to around 3:30. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go.
And then we can get to bed by 5.
Yep, 5 p.m. bedtime. And the campers that were staying at our spot last night are staying at the same one tonight, so we'll see them at the end of the day, which is a little bit fun. These cliff sides are so cool to look at. They're they make you feel like a tiny little ant in this world. There was some seaweed by the dock though, and I did not like the feeling of that. I was like, I have to go. The fact that we even had time to stop for lunch made day 2 feel like a night and day experience from yesterday. So we were feeling on top of the world after some food and a swim, ready to tackle the second leg of today's journey. We are still about an hour and a half from camp, and Doug is trying to get us into these caves. We're not doing it. Wow. I am not going in there.
That's wild. We're seeing this awesome cliff face, and it's just got these caves dug into it. Some of them go quite deep, so very fun to pull the canoe up to them. The wind is kicking us about a bit.
Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, we're going into the cave! Oh my god, Doug. Doug, we're literally going into the cave. Yuck, I'm not going in there. No thank you, no thank you. Jet ski zone. I didn't know I was signing up for this. I think we're an hour from camp. We just saw this sign that says water ski zone ahead, and it says that there's another sign over there.
Yeah.
It says canoes and slow boats have to take the slow channel. I don't know what that means, so I don't know. I can hear voices up ahead and like kids playing in the water, so this is gonna get interesting. I don't see a transit channel, so let's just stay to the right like he told us to.
Yeah, absolutely to the right. How far lost out.
Ah, my hat! Ah. The wind is crazy this afternoon. What does a transit channel even look like? Let's see. Water ski zone starts right before our camp. So is this the spot right before us? Are we almost home? So we just hit the campsite before the one we're staying at tonight, and it also is the start of the water ski zone. And so basically what the transit channel means is we have to stay close to the bank. There's no like physical channel though. Just have to stay within 15 meters of the bank and just stay close to the bank is what we're doing.
I thought when they said use a transit channel, it meant a sort of waterway that cut between 2 sections of the river that would allow small canoes to pass through safely and give the main section of the river to speedboats and people that are using jet skis. No, it just means move to the side and good luck.
Good luck. Stay to the side, let the jet skis pass by and don't die.
Don't die. Don't get capsized.
Yeah, don't capsize, don't die.
Which, to be fair, is the name of the game the entire trip.
Yeah. How are you feeling as this day's coming to an
I'm
end?
feeling bittersweet, actually. We might be, there it is. We actually have just gotten to camp, and that's the end of day 2. And with how much better it was than yesterday, it was hard, but it was very enjoyable. Chilling between the caves, we had enough time to see something cool and paddle over to it. We had enough time to take our time with it today. I'm feeling burnt, like, but not, this time I'm actually not physically burnt from the sun because I've covered everything head to toe, but my shoulders, neck, back, ass, everything is sore.
It really is like a bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm ready to do another full day. But tomorrow is a shorter day. It's our last day. We will be reunited with the van in like 24 hours. I don't think I'm ready for it.
I genuinely did not expect to be feeling this today.
To be feeling this, like I could go another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not expect it
Yeah.
at all. It's so hard to do this.
Yeah. It's so physically demanding, but I think it's worth it. Look at this. This is what we get to camp next to, these cliffs. This is where we're sleeping tonight.
Spot for night 2 is massive. We're here with last night's friends again. There's enough room for both of us, plenty of room. And we've got this big open clearing, snow trees underneath us, and the view for the night. Look at this.
So at this point in the day, we get to camp and we're pretty sunburnt. So we put on long sleeves to cover everything up. Got my sweatpants on. And then we go down to the canoe and grab everything and put it in a pile at our campsite. Then we drag the canoe up the hill and get it out of the water for the night. And then we get the tent up so we can move some of our stuff inside the tent. And then we set up for dinner, the fun part. But it's very much just throw everything somewhere until we get the tent up and can organize things a little better. This solar charger has been a lifesaver on this trip. We're currently charging Doug's phone.
It has charged 2 power banks, all of our vlogging battery cameras, and the drone. All been charging all day while we're in the canoe. It's great. It's great.
These haven't been as great, but I am surprisingly still getting a charge from them to charge my phone. My phone has not died yet on this trip, which is shocking.
Day 2, let's see how long this takes. Jamie, don't stop hitting record because that's the timer. 10 minutes 30. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Now that we have some downtime, we're gonna show you pretty much what we packed for this trip. Very inexperienced at that. First up for me is my backpack, and in here I have clothes, toiletries, and then I've been carrying our solar blanket as well as some electrolytes and a couple of snacks in there as well. These backpacks, we got them off Amazon and we took them to the States. Oh, and we've also been able to store our camping mattresses in there as well. So these things carry so much, and they have a little secret pocket in the back as well. And hand sanitizer.
Same backpack. These are amazing. Water bottle, drone, camera batteries, and 2 battery banks have been in here. So essentially when we have been on the canoe, the solar blanket has been spread out between our 2 backpacks and has been plugged into the battery banks all in this back section is all of my clothes, which, little secret, you don't need clothes on this trip. You go in the canoe in these waterwears and then you wipe yourself down and sleep naked in the tent. Snacks, sleeping pillow, clothes, charging gear, sleeping mattress at the back. Pretty simple setup.
Next we have our 2 0-degree sleeping bags, which we have wrapped in waterproof backpack covers because on day 1 they got wet when we got water in the canoe. So we learned from our mistakes and we covered them in waterproof bags. Yeah, these 0-degree sleeping bags came in so handy last night. We were so warm in the tent, but I didn't know Doug was sleeping naked under his.
Our favorite thing to cook on is our collapsible fireplace. This just controls heat so well, and it's very, very slim to store. But if you can't find firewood or you need to be quick, we also brought our gas cooker, which is just simple and easy, but honestly, these things suck to cook on. It's too much flame, so it burns everything too quickly, and the gas bottles run out like that. So we prefer our foldable fireplace.
This might look familiar. It's our gazebo box that our creepy crawly friend found his way into that we carried along on day 1. It's basically our outdoor cooking box. We named it the gazebo box because in the summer we usually travel with our gazebo, but it has fire lighters, scissors, it has wet wipes, toilet paper, scissors, it has plastic cutlery and just antibacterial wipes and bin bags. And also brought these 5-liter jugs of water. We have already finished one. We're obviously not drinking as much water as we used to at home because Doug will go through one of these in a day. But we have a 5-liter jug left. We went to pick up a 15-liter one, but they were all sold out, so that's what we had. You drink what you bring, and you take all your rubbish with you.
Nelson Canoe Hire provided us with this barrel. We didn't bring our own barrel. The barrel is great for the back of the canoe. So this is mainly food, dry food, but there are some wet bags in there that have like our river shoes in it. There's another wet bag in there that's just carrying like my hatchet, what I use to cook with on the fire, little bits and bobs that we didn't want rolling around the canoe. And because this thing fits so well in the canoe, vertically or horizontally, and we had our own spare wet bags, we decided to just divvy our stuff up in that and chuck it all in this barrel, which has been great. As you saw for lunch, we could just whip it out, have all of our stuff, throw it back in the canoe. Very, very easy. And I think that's everything that we bought canoeing.
Oh, the tent.
Oh, we brought a tent. You've seen the tent.
It's giant.
We bought a giant tent. Do be aware of your tent size. Alex is a bloody legend and lent us this tent, and being able to stand up in a tent is a huge win. So if you're coming on this trip, remember that you have to bring your own tent, but if you can find one that is small, that you can stand up in, just enough room to stand up in, it is an absolute game changer at the end of the day and at the start of the day when you can still stand up in a warm, cozy environment, get ready, do all the things you need to do, and then go out and tackle this bit of an epic journey. So a little bit too big, you want something in the middle, I think. If you can find something that big that packs up smaller, you are absolutely winning.
And that's what's in our bags.
Not exaggerating, these sleeping bags feel heavy. Doing that actually feels like I'm at the gym. Wild. They're bags. They're sleeping bags.
Welcome to nature's gym.
Oh man.
And you already know I like to take some time at the end of the day when we get to camp to organize my side of the tent, okay? So I'm going to do that. We are both still so burnt. It's stinging. It's stinging. I don't know how to act. I've never had a sunburn like this in my entire life. I've barely had a sunburn. This is the bin of heaven. We are also trying out these. I don't know. We saw them on the shelf and we thought, okay, we'll boil the bags and that should be good enough. I don't know, okay? We don't know what we're doing here, but we're trying our best. Day 2 is coming to a close, and it felt so nice getting to camp earlier and having time to actually enjoy the campsite. Today has been hard but rewarding, and we're wrapping up the day with all the bittersweet feelings, knowing that we're not ready just yet for our journey to end tomorrow, but also excited to be reunited with the van and to take a hot shower.
Leave your coffee outside all night. You get iced coffee in the morning.
Tomorrow hits us with some very unexpected and frigid weather to kick off the last day of this canoe trip as we make our way to the South Australia border to pick up our van. Hit the subscribe button to tag along on more adventures. If you're just jumping in here, we're Doug and Jamie, and we are in the middle of one of the hardest challenges we've tackled since starting our YouTube channel. We're in pain and we're hungry. Surviving 3 days off-grid on this little red canoe has taught us a lot, and it has not been perfect. And a bunch of water just got into the canoe.
These sleeping bags feel heavy. Doing that actually feels like I'm at the gym.
I think I got burnt on my legs here too. But we're making it work. Not being prepared enough and being super dehydrated because all your water was packed away. We've just wrapped up another 17 kilometers on the canoe today, and it is time to settle in for the evening before we cross over to the South Australia border to reunite with our van tomorrow. As you can imagine, the days were long and trying, which led to us arriving to camp at the end of the day filled with a mixture of intense soreness, delirium, and hanger, which I think was perfectly captured on night 2, so if the next minute or so makes no sense, well, can you really blame us? Oh, every time. Ow. Ow. Gotta have my sleepy time tea. We're both still so burnt. It's stinging. I don't know how to act. I've never had a sunburn like this in my entire life. I've barely had a sunburn.
Welcome to being a teenage boy in Australia.
Wow. No, this is the bin of heaven. The only thing keeping me going. Pringles.
More Pringles?
They just went everywhere.
Oh no. I'd like to have some Pringles on this trip.
Doug! We are also trying out these. I don't know, okay? We don't know what we're doing here, but we're trying our best. We're running out of sun.
As much as we've been trashing the solar pack chargers from Big W, this solar blanket has been phenomenal. I can't believe how much juice we actually have. We have had everything going and it has been absolutely fine. We've flown the drone twice since we've been out here. It's back on 100%, ready for another go. Solar. These solar blankets are 100% worth it. It's so cool now that solar and electricity are coming to camping. You know, these things are so foldable and they can slip in your backpack and you've got enough power for yourself.
What are those? Our pot's not big enough. We have an entree of ramen noodles followed up with some boiled buttered chicken and rice.
I think this is gonna work.
He's excited.
I'm hopeful.
This is the best meal he's eaten in 3 days.
I could just be really hungry. I mean, I'm definitely really hungry.
I just dumped some of the rice in with the butter chicken. Honestly, it's not that bad. It looks like mush, but it's not that bad. Honestly, you could give me anything right now and I would be happy. My body hurts and I just want to go to sleep. I'm like, is it too early to go to bed? 4 p.m.? Turn the cameras off. Turn the cameras off. I'm done. I'm done.
Cut the show. I'm done.
Go away. I love you guys, but I need this. You want to go get pushed in the river, huh? I'll capsize that canoe at any moment. I don't give a damn.
Why? Then we're all soaked in all our gear and
I'm
clothes.
ready to die. I can't take no more canoeing.
Doug feels like he went vegan this weekend.
Honestly, I might as well be vegan.
We've had tuna, we've had chicken.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, but the levels that I've had like a chicken leg all weekend. Good. It's been fun. I still feel that bittersweet feeling we had on the boat.
Yeah.
It does suck. Look at where we're camping. Look at what's behind us.
You're facing the wrong way.
I know. I'm looking at the drop toilet.
Doug's snore station.
Oh yeah, we've mastered it. Let's get past the tasting ingredients.
Walk them through this process.
Firstly, you make a regular s'more, as Jamie's done, or a s'more type A, or as I like to call them now, snores, because they're boring. Then you take it and you advance it by putting it between tongs and shoving it back into the fire. So the cookie burns a bit. Oh, bit of ash. So the cookie burns a bit and the chocolate melts. And then your s'more becomes something more and not a bore.
You know what that means?
You're going in?
We're here on the pier, no fear.
A little bit of fear. She doesn't trust the pier.
I don't trust the pier. Duh!
See? Fear.
It's our last night on the Glenelg River.
Put the name down here.
It's our last night on the Glenelg River.
This isn't going in. Delete this. We're cooked.
We're going to bed. We're tired. My body hurts.
That was a long 20 kilometers.
I'm stuffed with s'mores
We'll see you guys in the morning.
for the last day on the Glenelg River. The morning greeted us with some frigid, foggy, and really creepy weather. And let's just say we were excited to be packing up the tent for the last time on this trip once we felt how cold it had gotten overnight.
Good morning, guys. So you can probably tell from the sky behind me, just remember how gorgeous this place looked when we decided to camp here. And this is our view of the river this morning. It's gone. It's completely hidden in fog. So we get to canoe through that this morning, which is really cool, really cool. We're gonna be just canoeing through fog. Wow. Well, first things first. We're gonna put all this down, shove it back in that little canoe over there, and get onto this fog river. How you feeling, Jamette?
I'm scared.
We'll be right. Leave your coffee outside all night. You get iced coffee in the morning. Bit disgusting, but it is what it is.
We're strapping up. We're strapping up. I'm not ready for the fog this morning, guys. It's creeping me out. But it is cold. It is cold. It's one thing worrying about capsizing in the sun, but when there's no sun, there's fog. It's a whole other game that I'm not here for. So, wish us luck. We get like almost 7 kilometers to canoe today to get to the van who's waiting for us at the end. I miss him so much. Wait, I don't need these. Alex, we can't thank you enough for letting us use that tent. You've saved the trip.
Alex, this tent is magic. I don't know how it folds up like this. It's such a time saver. Oh, it's so heavy though.
It's definitely weighing down the canoe, but we are grateful. I'm filling up our waters so that we have electrolytes while we are canoeing. Because you gotta look after the essentials, okay?
By the Major Mitchell Trail, an Australian bicentennial project. Major Mitchell camped here on the night of the 19th of August, 1836, as he looked for a trail down the river. Pretty cool.
Who's Major Mitchell?
An explorer back in the day. You know, I'm sure if you just asked the indigenous peoples here how to get down the river, they would have been more than happy to help him for some food or something. Didn't have to go exploring and reinvent the wheel, Mitchell. I'm sure they knew how to get down the river.
Well, I don't. Look at this. Once again, people we're sharing camp with have already hit the river. They're so quick. They are pros at this. And just like that, they're gone. They disappeared off into the distance. Man, they got it together. They quick pack up, quick set up. Like, they got all the gear for canoeing. We do not.
Dude, this view is crazy. It looks so creepy, man.
I'm so scared. All right, let's do this. It's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit moist in the dew.
Oh my god. This is so creepy, Doug. Like, you have me in front of you. I have nothing.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm just gonna readjust my bum.
I'm freaking out.
And let's go to the middle.
Doug, don't around.
That's true, like no boats can see us.
Yeah. Everything echoes because it's so quiet. Like, even just paddling sounds creepy.
The lake is glass. We're just floating on glass and clouds.
What lake?
It's bizarre.
The lake?
The river is glass. It is just glass.
It's insane. I can't hold my arm up much longer. We can't see anything but fog in front of us. Like, this is crazy. If there's a boat in front of us, we cannot see it. It's 7:55 a.m. We've been paddling for maybe 10 minutes. 7:45 we got on the road. On the road? I keep saying on the road. This is not a road.
It definitely ain't a road.
So, let's see. If we can get to the van by 10 a.m., that would be amazing because we get about a good 4.5 hour drive home. And we need a shower. Doug's got a McDonald's order with his name on it. He's done with being vegan.
I've got to say, this morning, I'm feeling surprisingly good for how badly I slept. I slept horribly last night. My arms were killing me. I couldn't sleep because of how much my arms hurt and how much my burn was hurting. But having said that, now that we're awake and actually up and moving, all of that pain has gone away. So I think it's just, while I'm sitting still, my body is trying to recover and it's going through a tremendous amount of pain. But now we're out here with the fresh air hitting my face, everything feels nice and loose again and feels good. I honestly think I just need a hot bath, a hot shower, and one good day's sleep, and my body would probably feel back to normal.
Yeah. I can't believe this is the last day.
It sucks that it's over. We started off this trip with so much complaining about how hard this was going to be, and it has been hard. I am sure if we did another 20 kilometers today, my body would be just screaming in agony, refusing to go on. But it is so nice out here. Every single moment that we pass a different view and a different cliff, knowing that we're ticking them off the list now towards getting to the van, makes it a little bit sad because it is over.
Yeah, I do feel a little sad. Like yesterday, like as we were winding down, like during our last sunset, I felt a little emotional. Like I'm ready to do a whole nother day. Like, I don't know, it definitely grows on you. Through the pain, it grows on you.
We were saying last night we could use a 5K paddle today and a good long day at a nice camp, and then kick off again for another 10, 15 Ks the day after that. This is such an incredible way to travel and see the country. But it does have its downsides, like shoulder pain.
But I feel like every way to travel has its downside. Van life has its downside. Flying in a plane has its downside. So it's like you just have to roll with the punches and pick your hard.
That's true. That's so true. No way of traveling is perfect.
We were saying we can't believe that people do this in other areas of the world where there are real threats in the water, like sharks, hippos, crocodiles. Like, I can't imagine. Like, this is wild enough for me. If you've ever done anything like that, I would love to hear how the experience went. I get it because the wild animal encounters are incredible. It's like once in a lifetime. Like, I never want to be that close to a crocodile, but I also want to be that close to a crocodile.
You want to do it in like how they do it in Louisiana on the big metal boat.
Yeah, down on the bayou.
Yeah, on the bayous. But like to go canoeing next to a hippo, you feel like a pebble out here.
Yeah. You are just like on the bottom of the food chain. Not even like the hippos aren't trying to eat you, they're just trying to kill you. They just want you dead because they're territorial. I'm very sore today.
I'm very sore.
Like my whole bicep shoulder situation, it's burning. I'm like doing 5 paddles and then I'm like, oh, I need a break. There's so many dead bees in the water this morning. It's sad. They're just floating. Doug's like, we're in a river of corpses. Bee corpses. It's like the same bittersweet feeling at the end of the Great Alpine Road.
Yes.
You know you've had a good trip when you have that feeling at the end.
We're starting to get that more and more, aren't we?
Yeah. As we approached the border, we knew the trip was coming to an end, and we weren't fully ready for it. Were we the most qualified people to take on these last few days? Absolutely not. But if you've gained anything from hanging around our channel, I hope it's the guts to get out there and try something new that excites you. The courage to push your comfort zones even just a little. And to be brave enough to do hard things that make yourself proud. Because that's exactly what this trip has been for us. We are about to cross the border from Victoria to South Australia.
We made it. Wow.
We're sitting on the border.
We are. We're floating across the border. There's the Victorian sign behind us. There's SA.
This is wild. I never thought I'd canoe over the border.
Yeah, you never thought you'd canoe to South Australia, did you?
Here we are!
This is the busiest jetty. Busiest, no one's here. But it's the most heavily built up jetty that we've seen. And I know that sometimes there's fruit and vegetable restrictions across the border, so who knows? Or maybe this is just the border town and they set up a jetty here.
Oh god, there's so many spider webs. Please. Oh god, please. Jesus Lord. Look what they've done up in that cave. Wild. That's so cool.
The fog has started to break. It's getting on maybe 9 o'clock now. We can see a lot easier. We can see how far we have to go still, but I'm still enjoying every minute of this canoe trip, even though my shoulders are on fire.
Where's the van? Stand.
My shoulders have actually started to hurt more now that we're at the end. It's like they know. They know that the van's right there and we're nearly over.
It's so hard to say goodbye. I'm not ready. This has been our home for 3 days and now it's just... I'll shed a tear. No worries. This magic moment. We're back on land and that's a wrap on this trip. I can't believe it. I'm so sad. Today was such a cool morning. Doug's texting the canoe hire guy and we gotta unload this canoe for the last time. Honestly, this trip has tested us.
Yeah, in every way.
Yeah. It started rocky. We weren't prepared. We definitely did not give ourselves enough time. But I feel like we overcame that struggle. It was like we stumbled into it and then we kind of like found our feet and really started to enjoy it. And it was just so much fun. I would 100% do it again. And if you asked me that on day one, I definitely don't think I would have had that same answer.
No, absolutely. What I will say is this is incredibly accessible to anyone who wants to try this. It feels like an Australian safari without the danger of great white sharks and crocodiles. Apart from that, we saw every other Australian animal that you would want to see out here in the bush. It has been amazing. If you are going to try this trip, I would download the river map that we had, and because you book the campsites through Victorian government and the state forests, just break them down a little bit. If you can do this over 3 days, maybe start a little bit further in than Moleside and do maybe 10 to 12 Ks a day rather than 2 20K days, I think your body's going to enjoy it more and therefore you'll enjoy it more. The people that we were canoeing with who booked the same sites, no problem, mate. They were smashing through the kilometers.
Smashed through.
So
they like did their runs in 2 hours. So honestly, it depends on your experience on the canoe. We had just such a fun time, and like so the Nelson Canoe Hire, they do it out of their home. It's not like you go on the website and book things. You'll email them and communicate that way, but you can customize it. You don't have to just do what's on there. It is confusing for your first time. I would say for the first time, you might want to just do one of their set things and maybe do the 2-day one. But yeah, you can customize it, and then when you go to book, you book the campsites yourself. They only organize the canoe hire and like drop off and pick up. It's a smooth experience. I would definitely go with them again. And we'll leave their link in the description.
I'm happy recommending them to you guys.
Yeah.
They're very easy to work with.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you, Chris.
Yeah.
I know this was just a small mini series, but let us know what you enjoyed most, and hopefully it wasn't us suffering. Alex, thank you again for your tent, because this would not be possible if we did not have your tent last minute. So you're a legend, and we thank you so much for helping make this series possible.
Thanks for sponsoring this video, Alex. I appreciate it. One quick thing before we forget. Bring your own ratchet ties for the front and the back of the boat, because he only gives you one for the front, and when you're porting, it's really handy to be able to tie it up so you have it lying flat and not moving around. One at the front, one at the back. Don't forget that.
Or a straight rope.
Or rope, whatever you want, rope, but something to tie it up on each end so it stays flat against the dock when you're there. Alright, see you guys in the next episode. This van is a mess. We packed up in such a rush.
And to reward ourselves for this challenge, we are headed on our first cruise together. So keep an eye out for our live stream Q&A, and don't forget to drop us a comment and let us know your favorite part. Drop us a question below, and we'll see you in the next series.
2,000 years later.
This is why I couldn't sleep. I roll onto that and it just stings and stings. Lots of aloe vera for Doug.